flag.
Alright, I said
I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all. They don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain.
Oh, I get it. No.
Swastikas, honestly.
He's all over the place in my opinion when it comes to the subject matter. Like, man, if you only knew how, like, I was so into this artist for a long time. Like, it was a few years that I was, like, really heavy into, and it wasn't because he was feeding me, talking about propaganda and then being a mouthpiece for whatever propaganda, like, propaganda could be anything just put out in order to move and influence, right? So you want to move and influence people with your music, but I don't see much thought being put into solutions versus just ranting about things and then expecting people to just get on board with, all right, he's saying I'm not Republican or Democrat. Look, I get it. I got that. I understand that. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people...
This is a psychological... How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're...
Communists in charge of the cancel culture, trying to come down on people, right? Okay.
Listen, it's the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a...
This is a heavy conversation, and he's coming from one perspective, and I'm not saying he's wrong, but I think he's got a hell of a way to express it.
Children, tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books and
If whites believe... Let me hear that again.
Have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now...
If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system? I don't think like that, so I don't know kind of how that's coming. What
division? If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. I
love the man. I'm not gonna, I'm usually like not much of a fan of Tom's music, but I love the settings and the videography. Like, look at this shit. Like, fucking what? He's not even, he's not outside. This isn't like Marshall Mathers' house, where it's a scene. And this shit is so real. The lighting is dope. Shout out, obviously, Nova's doing this. Like, fucking, it's badass. I want to find some unity in this division of, like, I'm not this, I'm not that. But if I'm not this, I'm not that, but I'm going to speak most of the facts on one side and then ignore the moderate liberals that could assist in this fighting the machine,
Way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways.
Reinforcing division is only speaking from one side, and I just somehow find that like only like 70-80% of what some artists say is just from a one particular point of view and perspective. We're not hearing the other side because, first of all, most artists that are not like trying to push agendas and politics, they don't fucking care. And this, to me, it's been done so much that like there's how many videos about this same fucking topic of conversation, and I think that's kind of divisive to speak from only one particular point of view. Like, I don't hear my point of view really a lot, and it's weird because I don't have these right or left or red or blue thinking either, but I am more understanding, I think, than what a lot of these artists are portraying.
It has traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames.
Not true, because there's, okay.
It has changed the information and the truth gets erased.
Yeah. I got that point of view too. I listened to some pretty heavy libertarian podcasts that like come from like a lot of, I'm not, what I've seen, most libertarians are conservative in their own point of views, but there's separation of like what's my point of view and what's good for society, and like having a government is good, but the too big of a government, the machine,
can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake.
There's a lot of this is a good. Tom MacDonald has this thing about doing certain. If we're doing his hooks a certain way, they're catchy. You know, I end up, when I do reactions to him, if I like them or not, I end up having the hook in my head for a good day or two. You know what I mean? So this is being done pretty well. Let's see. I'm having a little trouble on my end here. Let's see what happens. The media is fake. The way it's been, yeah, it's too big. It's ran by only a few corporations that are like feeding it what to say. I listened to this one podcast. It literally like reads off all the commentary from these different stations, and each station it like says the key words, and they say that's the phrases, and they use the same clips. It's crazy. Oh wow, somebody doesn't want me to watch this. Come on, I keep connecting. I'm gonna go back a little bit. I wanna hear it out.
Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to read.
I don't understand. I understand where he's coming from, like, talking about telling certain people they're disprivileged, and then tell other people. But I don't think that's what's happening. People are free to choose. You know, when we're in, man, speaking of schools, we're in, I guess if you call it indoctrinated to believe that that's either what happened or that continuing to, I had a conversation with my friend about this. I was talking about how my son doesn't know the difference until we teach the difference, but we still have to find a way to bring that in, because he got into a fight with somebody because somebody called him a name and he called him the same name back, and he doesn't know that you can't say these things. It's a different world, especially when you got kids. So I'm actually, you know, I'm in it, but not coming from this perspective, like looking like the whole world is doomed and, you know, they got us and they're going to grind us up and eat us, you know?
I am not Republican.
Look, they even got the moon in there. This is, I mean, all the production is always pretty dope. They work pretty hard on this shit, so positive praise for that. He's come a long way from one of the first videos I ever seen was something about the champagne room. It was pretty fucking dope. And he was very creative back then, with super creative with the same, but the consistent, the constant message is a little shaky for me. Like the moon and even the lightning strike. Oh shit! Yo, that was dope. That was not outside? That's not outside. That's somebody critiqued that pretty heavy. Said they don't even do their, you know, go outside and do shit. But that's pretty dope to create something like that. All right, let's finish. Let me see what else you got to say.
I am not Republican. I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us. They don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Okay. Go ahead and vote, because both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts.
Yeah, they all fucking just talking shit to each other. But you know what's crazy is that you know, Trump got on stage and just fucking threw them all for a loop, which you know, I'm not a big fan of Trump either, but you got to shake the system.
Traditional or hitman hired to kill the individual.
All right, this this misdefinition of conservative and liberal, Republican and Democrat. Just because you're a Republican doesn't mean you're fully conservative. You could have liberal views, and then the liberal and conservative views, and then the Democrat and Republican Party, and whether you personally have these views and you apply them to the party themselves, but it seems like it's like mostly Republicans are conservative, most Democrats are liberal, and that's just not true. There's a whole nother like 40 to 50% group of people that are independent and like, I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm kind of like this. I want to give money here, but I don't want to, you know, so we need to stop thinking that way. He's right.
works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, control.
But I've been trying to tell people to vote, and then people don't want to vote third party, but they don't understand it's not about the win. It's about the long game of like we then get third party in representatives and more money funding third parties. So pick one third party and fucking run with it, please. Like libertarian to me is the most free, yet still allowing people to have their way of life without much obstruction from government. You know, less government, fuck the machine. Even the Federal Reserve. Like, I mean, that goes deep, and I haven't heard him talk about that shit that deep yet.
By the same guys, left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly, brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized, it's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place, you're still a rat, and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake.
That's sick. Look at the fucking lightning and moon back there.
So you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. Not Republican.
Oh, third verse. All right, cool. Listen, I just want to say this thing on my mind right now is that, like, sometimes I come into these videos because I'm expecting something, and I do come in a little judgy, like, or biased before I even start, and I'm just not, haven't been into all this music he's been putting out lately, but this one is well done, and I'm starting to hear a little bit more of where he's coming from. I dig it. I always respect people as an artist and what they're doing. You know, if I don't like it, I don't like it. But I also hope that I think a couple of videos ago I said, please just put something out that I can, and he doesn't have to appease me, but I was just like, I kind of wish he does something to bring me back in, because I think I'm even unsubscribe, to be honest with you.
I'm a Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's...
Well, who's the critical? Because a lot of people claim that we're the watch.
They kill us or they lock us up for liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing.
Scared of a nation thinking critical. There's a percentage of people. These percentage of people could be like, we're the critical thinkers, and this percentage of people go, we are the critical thinkers, and they, instead of aligning on some things versus like disagreeing, I think we separate ourselves too. But that doesn't. He's not speaking on that. He's just speaking how like the governing body, the authority or said authority is keeping us in a position where we're not being. When things aren't changing.
I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. The killer.
Did his eyes flip to fucking cat?
I'm just a man who knows they're scared.
No, it's his eyelids.
Of a nation that's thinking critical.
Gives
the killer.
It almost gets cat eyes. Hold on.
Scared of a nation that's thinking critical. Right. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial.
All right, he said it a few times. He says that a lot. You know what I mean? I don't like the repetition of the what information you're using. Okay, you said that before. They're putting Dollar General stores at every corner. Like, okay, come on, man. Like, there's no solutions. Where's the solutions? I wanted to say something.
A liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us because they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government.
Okay. Outkast said something from where they on the elevators. It was it Big Boy's verse? Yeah, he's like they made them gas. They got some shit that'll blow out our backs from where we stay at, me and you, right off elevators. Like, I don't see how we're gonna fight like that. You know what I mean? I think that's the way that they think. Let's say as a collective as well. Like, oh, war is this, and we're not gonna beat them with arms. Like, there's right. I don't think making people like get up in arms like that because they got shit. And then it's a matter of like who's with the government and who's not, or who's with the police and who's not, like who's with the military, who's not. Like if you got family members in the military, you're then gonna have to, are military folks having to decide, well, it's my family or the government. And then if you go by old school thinking, it's God, government, God, country, family, right? So I don't know. I wouldn't be trying to start a revolution.
This agenda's controversial, but promoting guns and liquor and our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they make.
We should teach both in school. We should teach the addiction and things, but not too young. That's the argument, is that like we can talk about gender studies and social justice and things, but like why does my son have to know about slavery now? You know, maybe he can learn about, which he's learning about. I don't have any I haven't had any trouble in the school system yet, and I've had a few things, but he doesn't need to know the details yet, right? But we can start by talking about it. I don't think taking those things out of school and, critical race theory and stuff in middle school and high school, but I think they're trying to push it sooner, and I don't like that either.
It up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't. Music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think.
You can call me what you want, just call me late for dinner. That's an old saying. That's kind of dopey.
You can call me what you want, but notify we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor and our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills cause that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted, they both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke now.
This is a good one. This is a good one. It got my attention. I wasn't even going to click on it, to be honest, because he's got these catchy titles. The Machine, that's not like controversial. I'm not saying like, I'm surprised he didn't put out a video called Gender Studies. Yeah. Let's see. No, this is a good one. This is a good one.
To be accepted, they both fake
This
leaning.
This is a dope fucking whatever you call this with no instrumental, just riding on it. This is.
You can call me what you want, but
right
our
here.
Music is commercial. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor and our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me.
The promotion of guns is everywhere, right? Are we not? Second Amendment people, no problem here. I'm free. I'm more libertarian than anything. But we promote that to kids too, don't we? Like on that side, don't you guys like teach your kids early to use guns? You know what I mean? But he's talking about the reckless endangerment, the endangered stuff, things like kids, being in gangs and promoting drinking liquor and doing drugs and this and that. I get that too. I'm just saying, let's be responsible on both sides. Like we're promoting something a little too young to kids, in my opinion.
Call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't.
Last thing I'm gonna say, I know I talk a lot, and everybody tells me that. His passion right here is fucking. Is dope. It's inspiring.
Can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm. You don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills because that's who's fighting for my freedoms.
Dude, that means you're right-leaning. The red pill, right, is fighting. It is said that most of the conservatives are fighting for freedom and constitution and things like that. But if the right and the left side are the same, then why are we taking any pills? Why can't we just be in the I always say in the liberty and freedom party, you know what I mean? And I didn't believe in that either. I was getting sucked into the more liberal stuff, but I've always been independent and never voted either side. So my buddy put me onto it. I had a big argument about libertarianism with him, and then he put me on, and I've been on like 5-6 years, for 6 years probably.
You don't need to choose to be accepted. They both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Only works if we're afraid. Video by Nova, as always. Shit's dope. Nova's awesome. She's fucking badass. Kind of miss when they were doing the BFGF or GFBF, whatever that was, because they were like almost creating a band. Shit was pretty fucking cool. Tom kind of sucked me back in on that one. Now, one thing's on my mind. I'm probably not gonna listen to this again though. You know what I mean? Like, I like listening to things that I don't feel like I'm in a position to be preaching or ranting even. Like, you know, like we can talk about it, but like to constantly, I'll tell you how I got on this video. My algorithm's set up to where I probably have Upchurch stuff coming. I probably have, you know, different people. And Tom MacDonald's live was on there, and I was like, he said, I'm ranting. And I was like, what are you ranting about? So I clicked on it, and he said, he was starting to talk about how, you know, why you people saying, how come you gotta keep ramming, you know, the shit down our throats, like promoting your, and I was like, and then he started to talk, and I was kind of like, I don't want to hear why you're marketing, you know what I mean, or pushing. Yeah, I want people to watch videos, you know, you want people to watch your videos. I'm not in that position to really speak on it that much, but I've never been one to just push it. And I think, but you're successful in what you're doing, or what he's doing. I don't know, I clicked off of it, I wasn't paying attention, but then the video came, and in my algorithm, obviously, and I was like, you know what? Let me check this out. It doesn't seem that, and like I said, the video production's fucking dope. He went off on this right here. He speaks pretty straightforward. There's no metaphors. It's not like wordplay on tracks like this, and I kind of miss some of that, like where, you know, some older Tom MacDonald shit where he was being real creative and like, but like he feels like he has a message and he's trying to get it out there. But also, it's very confusing. I don't know how long he's been here, but like he's speaking from a U.S. perspective, and I guess he's trying to inspire us a little bit. But like, it's a heavy critique that like, you're from Canada. Like, why are you so interested? He lives here, I guess, right? So, but I don't know. It's just something people say. I've said it before, I know. Anyway, this kind of sucked me in. I like it. It's dope. Like I said, I won't listen to it again. It's not like a track that I'm like, yo, I gotta listen to that one more. You know, it's not something I ride around listening to. But as a video, as a production, I give it probably 7, 8. Like I said, I hate rating shit. This came out good. Shout out to Tom MacDonald on this one. The Machine. On my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe. Please don't hate me that like I've been talking shit, and now it kind of, that's how it goes. Like, I don't have to like everything. I'm not gonna like, I don't have to like anything. Sometimes I like this, sometimes like that. I don't like everything some of my favorite artists put out. Like some shit I'm like Pac, Tupac, and I've not even liked every single song he's put out. You know, some things I'm like, that's not really, I got my favorites, you know, but whatever. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I wasn't planning on doing this one, but I did it. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.
Look, the people you are after are the people you